Let's do this. What is up, YouTube? My name is Josh Collier. I'm a 22-year-old online fitness coach in New Zealand. If you've watched my previous videos and you've been here for a few years, watching videos in my first video from 3+ years ago, shout out to you because you're a freaking real one. A lot has happened since I believe my last upload in April 2024. I ended up competing in the bodybuilding show I was planning on. I will pop a photo somewhere here on the screen. It was a very challenging and demanding yet rewarding experience. It taught me a lot about myself. It was very awesome experience. After that, I was just working, training, enjoying life. Then comes February, March this year, I had a very cool opportunity come up with one of my friends I knew, Kyan Dehan. He was advertising for a coach in his transformation company, Up One Coaching. I said, hey, why not? Applied for it, went through the whole process, which is about, I believe, 6 weeks to 2 months long for me, doing case studies, doing a call with him. Then I actually ended up getting the job on my last day of work for my previous job as I was headed away for 6 weeks of solo travel to Thailand and Vietnam. Ended up going and getting the job on the last day of work, which was an amazing day. Headed out to Thailand that following week. Didn't end up going too well. Solo travel wasn't for me. Backpacking life, I ended up coming home early as I was too excited to get stuck into the job. Got stuck in, comes to present day, which is now, I believe the date is Monday, 30th of June, so the day before July starts. And here we are. So I'm 3 to 4 months into the role. I'm loving it so far. I'm going to take you through a day in the life of my day as a fitness coach. It is currently 6:22 in the morning. As you can see probably from the darkness that it is winter here in New Zealand. I'm going to go out for some steps to start the day, and the reason I do that is because before I can put into others, with clients, friends, family, I need to put into myself, and that comes in the form of movement and exercise for me. That looks like either a workout or steps. Today is a rest day for myself, so I will be getting some steps. An hour and a half of steps, bang out about 8k to 10k. That's my day right. I love going for steps, easiest way to just get out there, get some movement in. I reply to client messages there, first touch point of the day with clients from the weekend. I couldn't be more excited to be back in the YouTube game. Goal is to stay consistent now. I've had wee spurts over the years where I've done a few videos. I just haven't been able to stay consistent, so plan is do a full day of life today, and then do weekly vlogs from now on, and have a topic for each vlog. I'm thinking along the lines of where I'm just going to always spiel tangent of speaking a topic, because I always have random stuff come up that I think about. I always just think I should film it and put it on YouTube, be a bit more authentic, raw side. And I love filming long form content where it's raw, real, shows your actual personality and how you are as a person, rather than like short form content or just real swipe posts. We're going to head out for steps and come back in. We'll move into client check-ins, which is a highlight of my week. Look at that. What a way to start the morning. What is up, gang? We are back from the morning steps. What absolute scenes. Very good. Now I'm back at my place. We're going to get stuck into client check-ins. No better way to start the day apart from the morning walk, potentially. That was absolute scenes. Seeing the sunrise, getting some steps in. We are currently on 8.5k steps, which is a very good start to the day. I like to keep my steps quite high just because I like going for walks. I aim for about 20k a day, which I know is on the high end of my lifestyle allows, and if your lifestyle allows, why not the heck go do it. We're about halfway through our steps for the day, and it is not even 8 AM here yet. We're going to go get stuck into client check-ins. Some of the highlights of my day and even week, as I can see where clients are at, see their wins, their struggles. The purpose of these check-ins is to analyze their feedback, go over their data, see how they're tracking, and if any adjustments need to be made, and relaying that back to them to make sure they know where they stand, they know where we're headed, and any adjustments they're made aware of. Highlight of my day on Mondays, great way to start off the week, and then we get ready to roll for another upcoming big week. I'm gonna get stuck into these client check-ins, and then we'll move into the next part of the day. We've got a lot to get through today, so without further ado, let's get stuck in. What's goody? We have just wrapped up the chicken block, and well, what a chicken block. Clients are absolutely flying at the moment. I'm buzzing after that. I'm so gassed about their progress. We have some absolutely insane transformations coming over these next few weeks, next few months. Next 6 months are going to be insane for some transformations coming out. Watch this space. Go on, follow my Instagram, which is Joshua Collier Fitness. I'll be posting all transformations over there. That's my highlight of my day on Mondays, is the chickens, or one of the highlights. There's many highlights on a Monday. One of the best days of the week. Clients are flying, they're making massive progress, and it fills me up with fulfillment, with gratitude for what I do as a job. I'm grateful and privileged to be part of their journeys and guiding them towards a healthier life and achieving their goals. And these guys are going to achieve their goals. I have no doubt about that at all. The time is just before 10:30 in the morning, so I'm going to actually have my first meal now. This isn't a full day of eating, but I will do one in the future. I'm going to go eat my first meal. I like to fast till after chickens just to keep the mind sharp, and I feel like I perform at my highest level when I don't have any food in the system. So knock out chickens, which is awesome, and the walk earlier this morning. So now I'm going to have my first meal, and then I'm going to probably go get a few more steps in, just get their digestion going, come back here and make the adjustments from chickens I've just done for those clients. And then once I've done that, I'll kind of lead that into the video and say what I'm doing next after that. That's the plan. Get a meal down me, get some fuel in the system, get some more steps in for digestion. It's a pretty nice day out there. I don't know if you can really see that, if the camera's going to pick that up, but very nice day out there at the moment. And yeah, I couldn't be more keen to get out there, get some sun on the face. Then I'll come back here and do the adjustments for clients, getting them ready for the upcoming week to make some more progress. Successful chicken block. I'm gassed up, ready to get after it for the rest of the day, so let's have it. Right, I have just finished up client adjustments, doing nutrition, training, little updates here and there, adjustments. Now, a lot of people think like big adjustments, big overhauls are always the way to go. That's not always the way to go about it. Small adjustments can make the biggest changes, and I've seen that so with clients where you make a small adjustment and they just follow that decision and that adjustment consistently over time, and it leads to big time results. So it's not always overhauling everything or changing heaps to get that really big result. Sometimes it's that 1% decision or that couple percent decision where it makes a long lasting big time result. Got those done. Now I'm probably going to actually edit this video a little bit. Trying to wipe down this water bottle, it always squeaks. Anyway, I'm probably going to edit this video for a little bit, get ahead on that as I want it to be uploaded tonight. I'm going to do that for a bit. Lovely walk I just had, as you can probably see. It's a beautiful day out there, so got some sun on the face post chicken block. That was really nice. Move into some study, which I'll touch on the reasoning and purpose behind what I'm studying at the moment, why I study and continue to further my education. We'll take it from there. I'm going to have some fun getting on the editing tools and make this video look worthwhile for YouTube. Just wrapped up about an hour of editing. Now I'm just going to get my second meal in, get a few steps in for digestion, then I'm going to head into a study block, which I will explain further in the next clip. Just boxed off meal 2 and went for some steps for digestion, replied to some clients, and now we're about to get stuck into a study block. At the moment I'm doing a course called Precision Nutrition, which is a course that teaches you a dietary approach that isn't one size fits all. Instead, to have an approach based on a client's or a person's lifestyle factors and biological factors, which is, it's been really eye-opening and really cool. I'm already on chapter 3. There's 20 chapters with a reading case studies for each chapter, and then you do an exam at the end of each chapter, which you must score. I believe you have to get 150 questions right out of 200 at the end of the 20 chapters. It's been a really cool experience. I've just started it a few weeks ago and I'm loving it. I'm trying to be consistent with it, not perfect. I'm trying to do at least an hour every day. Sometimes I might do 3 hours if I'm in the mood for it, and then we capitalize on that and push through. Or otherwise I try and get a minimum of an hour sometimes when I'm not feeling it. And if I can get an hour done when I'm not feeling it and don't really want to do it, at least I'm still moving that needle in the right direction and still getting it done. And then on the days I do feel good, capitalizing on that and getting 2 to 3 hours done. It's just about staying consistent, rather than being perfect. I like the saying, calm, consistent, rather than pedantic perfection. I've just been really trying to hone in on that in all aspects of my life and consistent efforts over time, and that's what I'm trying to do with YouTube as well, where I'm being consistent with it. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm going to get stuck into that, and then I have a business call with Kyan where we go over some things and he will explain that once I get on that call at around 4 p.m. It's just before 2 now. Going to get stuck into about a 2-hour study block, and then I'll see you just before the business call. Study block is complete, all ticked off, and what a good study session it was. Study is very important for me to continue upskilling my knowledge and my education so I can serve my clients better, and there's always so much resources and courses and more to know out there, always improving and constantly upskilling education and knowledge, because the more you know, the more you can apply, and the more you can apply to clients and just myself in general, because studying, as much as it is great for clients, it's also for me to realize a lot of things and learn more for myself on my own journey as well, which is a massive benefit I've found from studying courses these last few months. The more you know, the more you can apply, and the more you can apply, the better your life is going to be, and the better you can do a better job at just anything in life, whether that's coaching, your own journey, in so many different aspects as well. That could be on a personal level by yourself, that could be coaching fitness, that could be coaching sports, that could be a relationship with a partner, that could be a relationship with your family, your friends. That's what my advice would be, is to soak up as much knowledge as you can and be a sponge in life. There's always more to know, and when you think you know enough, there's still more to know. That's all done and wrapped up. I'm going to head into a call here in a bit, in about 20 minutes with Kyan. We're about to go over my monthly review and some other things, so I'll get him to touch on why the calls are so beneficial and the purpose behind them. We'll get on to some other things after that. But yes, great study sesh, and get a roll on with the rest of the day.
Awesome. Weekly call. Welcome, people. If you're watching this video, you might know me, you might not. But yeah, this is essentially me and Josh have a call every Monday and Wednesday, right, Josh?
Yeah, every Monday and Wednesday at 4.
Monday and Wednesday at 4. So yeah, essentially on the calls, what we go over is Josh has been on the team now for, when did you initially join? It would have been mid-March?
Well, I think got the role on the first end of the week of the first week of March, so middle March.
Yeah, so about, let's just say April, May, June, about 3 months now. So essentially, yeah, I knew Josh beforehand, but I basically got to the point where I couldn't bring anyone else on in terms of clientele. And yeah, Josh obviously applied for the role, and I've followed Josh for a while. I know what he's about. I know that he's a sound guy with really strong morals and a passion for wanting to better himself and people around him. And I think that seeps through, and I think with a little bit of guidance, or I knew with a little bit of guidance, we could create something extremely special. So yeah, that's essentially one of the main reasons we have these back-to-back calls, not only to connect, we're not just trying to, and me and Josh talk about this all the time, we're not at Up One, we're not just trying to build a brand, which, you probably know watching this video right now, those online coaches, everyone's an online coach, everyone's a PT. I've never seen a PT train someone who's in shape. Their clients, I swear they either stay the same or get progressively worse, and it's unfortunate. But for us, it's not just about you coming in and, us chit-chatting and being friends. Yes, we want to build a connection, but we want to transform your life. And to do that, that takes a certain skill level. As you know, if you've tried to get in shape, it's not just about nutrition and training, it's about the overall psychology, how to handle challenges, how to navigate real life, right? Like work, stress, family, all these things, right? And we've been able to do that in our own journeys, and I've replicated that over and over and over again. So for me, and on these calls, it's about delivering Josh the knowledge and the tools so that he can apply that under our banner. And we obviously want to help as many men as possible. So on these calls, we run over Josh's education. He's already finished a coaching coach course, I'd like to call it. From a coaching perspective, he's now getting certified as a nutritionist under PN1, which he should be done over the next few months. And then we obviously go over and we review how Josh can improve, how can he be a better coach so that our clients can obviously get the best service possible, the best transformations. And that's pretty much what we stand for. We chit-chat in and around the calls like we're human. We'll waffle for a while, but the main focus for us is how can we get better so that the people around us can get better. These calls are just one of the ways that we're able to do that. yeah, it's a summary of what we do. If you want to expand on that, Josh, or is that
Nah,
covered all points on your
I
end?
think you've covered it all, bro. Ideal. I think we'll get stuck into the business side of things now.
Yeah,
So
we'll start with the business.
put this camera away and film the rest of the day after.
Peace out, team.
Awesome. So you probably just watched that clip of Mankind on our call and him explaining the reason we do our calls and just a bit of a background of how I joined Up One Coaching. Now the time is about just after 5 p.m. I'm going to get my meal 3 in, and I'm going to probably edit this YouTube video for the next couple hours just because I want to get this up tonight, as I'm so keen and gassed to get the YouTube video up and running so I can get a roll on and then film another weekly, or film my first weekly vlog coming up this week, post it next Monday, and try and post every Monday from now on. I'm gonna go get another meal and probably get the rest of my steps in, and then wind down and read this new book. Currently, I'm reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F by Mark Manson. Highly recommend. I'm only about 50 pages in. It's very, very good about just life in general and mindset kind of stuff, how to approach life. Genuinely recommend getting it, reading it, and I'll probably move on to Atomic Habits here in a few weeks or a month once I'm finished that. Hope you guys did enjoy this video of the day in life of a 22-year-old fitness coach in New Zealand. I'm super excited to what's to come in this channel. It's obviously a blessing, and I'm very grateful to be able to do this as my job and what it allows me to do and help others with their fitness journey. It's obviously a lot different to a 9 to 5. Hours vary. I have a different routine. No one's telling me to work, me to show up for set hours. I have to put in the work, hold myself accountable. What a blessing it is to live this life I am, and it's only just beginning, which is amazing. And I cannot wait to continue showing my journey on YouTube. So without further ado, it's been real. I've been loving making this day in the life, and there's going to be more content to come in the future. No doubt about it. I will catch you in the next one.